And I'm so sick of people saying that love is just all a woman is fit for. I'm so sick of it. But I'm so lonely.
This is Saoirse Ronan, and she's quickly becoming one of the Academy's favorite nominees thanks to her performances in Atonement, Brooklyn, Lady Bird, and Little Women. And she stars alongside Kate Winslet in the romantic drama Ammonite. But these roles are really only a small part of her meteoric rise to fame. Saoirse started acting professionally when she was 9 years old, taking on some reasonably heavy subject matter. In the drama The Clinic, her character has to deal with the death of her mother, and in the crime series Proof, she lashes out at her separated parents.
You don't care about me. You only think about yourself.
That's not true.
Then in 2007, Saoirse flaunted her comedic chops and a flawless American accent as a precocious young girl on the verge of womanhood in I Could Never Be Your Woman.
She doesn't even like him. She's just jockeying me.
What's jocking?
Copying, and don't put it in your show.
And in her first career-defining performance in Atonement, she expertly portrayed the innocence, anger, and confusion of a young girl whose one lie sparks a chain reaction of misery.
I saw him with my own eyes.
For her performance in Atonement, Saoirse became one of the youngest actresses to be nominated for an Oscar, but the depth of her performances continue to be well beyond her years. What other actress her age could evoke the emotions of a murdered girl trapped in purgatory? Or a Polish orphan escaping the Soviet Union during World War II? Or an audience member in a What Up With That sketch on Saturday Night Live?
Oh, what up with that? What up with that?
Okay, well, she didn't get to do much there, but she did showcase plenty of skills, like martial arts, knife fighting, and weapon training as a ruthless assassin in Hannah. Despite going on to star in the sci-fi film The Host and playing a crucial character in Wes Anderson's The Grand Budapest Hotel, Saoirse admits that she felt like nobody really knew who she was until she starred in Brooklyn. As Ailish, an Irish immigrant in the 1950s, Saoirse drew from similar real-life experiences as she's torn between a future in America or her hometown in Ireland.
I'm not sure I have a home anymore.
After a second Oscar nomination for Brooklyn, writer-director Greta Gerwig met with Saoirse and knew instinctively that she was the right person to balance slick comedy with heartbreaking dramatic moments as the title character in her coming-of-age comedy drama, Lady Bird.
I want to go where culture is, like
How
New
in the
York,
world did I raise such a
or at least
snob?
Connecticut or New Hampshire, where writers live in the
Get
woods.
into those schools anyway.
Mom!
In recent years, Saoirse has definitely become a household name, despite most people not being able to pronounce it correctly.
It's 4 of the 5 vowels.
It really
are in my first name alone.
She's been killing it in period dramas, most notably Greta Gerwig's Little Women. She starred on Broadway in a production of The Crucible, and she eventually returned to SNL no longer just as an audience member, but as the host.
Thank you so much.
With all of her hard work, dedication, and extraordinary talent, it's no surprise that Saoirse Ronan has found success. The only surprise is that it didn't happen sooner.